Hi, my name is Mike Haley. I'm the president of H&H Custom Hot Rods Incorporated here in Flippin, Arkansas. One of the products we use in our shop here is Rust Bullet. This particular car is 1940 Ford Deluxe, where we removed the straight axle off from underneath of it, put the Mustang 2 front suspension. It also replaced the firewall from halfway down, clear down and underneath the seat, and we've finished this job out with Rust Bullet's Black Shell is the product name on that, and that's not paint, that's just black shell on this car. It'll never rust again. It seals, kills all rust. We don't feel any job's complete without it. We're going to be working on a 1965 Mustang today. We're going to take out the pans, replace the quarters. We're going to prepare it all with Rust Bullet. We're going to get this car back together. The 1965 Mustang was one of the top selling cars for Ford in 1965. They sold over 400,000 their first year. This particular car, by the time we've got it completed, it's going to be worth between $40,000 and $50,000. Let's get in here and get started on this project we're working on today. Okay, here's that 65 Mustang we were talking about. This car is owned by Dave Garner. He's owned the car over 20 years. It's kind of his baby, so he's wanting it fixed up so it'll last another 20 years. As you can see, the underneath side of this car has quite a bit of rust on it. We're going to go ahead and we're going to replace the toe pans. We're going to replace the front pans on the car. We're going to replace the rear pans on the car. And we're going to do one of the seat pans of the car, which actually holds the seat of the car. You can see they've temporarily patched the car before, but you can see the water's gotten in and the car is just rusty in. So we're going to replace all this, make it all good metal for you. We're going to be using Rust Bullet on this car. We're going to take out the floor pans. We're going to replace those. We're also going to remove the quarter panel. We're going to prepare it behind the quarter panel with Rust Bullet. We're going to replace the quarter panel. You can see that the car had been fixed before with just Bondo, and the rust just came right back through and started eating the metal up again. Years ago, they used fiberglass and Bondo in the car, and you can just peel it off. Water gets behind that, starts rusting out again. Next thing you know, we've got holes in the metal again. So let's get this Rust Bullet on this car, see if we can't get it fixed back up for you. See if Dave can have a beautiful car. We're going to try to make this thing worth $40,000 or $50,000 when we're done with it. You guys are going to be working on this today. It's going to be Kevin, Nick, James, and Tom. You guys want to come in here? These are the surgeons who will be working on the car today. Nick, Kevin, Tom, and James.
Howdy.
What we're going to do now is we're going to prepare the metal for cutting and welding by knocking off all the loose rust. We're going to also measure the floor pans and see exactly where we need to prepare the metal for cutting and welding.
As you saw earlier when we had the car roll up on its side before we replaced the pans, you saw all the holes along here. We've taken that metal out, replaced it with the new pans. We still left some of the old metal in there. We're going to go ahead and we're going to prepare the whole thing with rust bullet and kill all the rust that's in this area here. We've gotten rid of all the holes, replaced the front pans, the rear pans. We're going to prepare all this with rust bullet. Let's go ahead and rotate it on over and I'll show you where we're going to start on this quarter panel at. Okay, we're going to be removing the quarter panel on this car today. We're going to pair it with rust bullet. We're going to replace the quarter panel on the car. There's two kinds of restorations today. One is an off-frame restoration. The other one is a rotisserie restoration. We had chose the rotisserie restoration for this car because it's a unibody car. There's no way to take it off the frame. So let's get started on this quarter panel. Tom, you want to come in and tell them what all we're going to do to this quarter panel today?
Basically, it's pretty simple. We're going to cut the quarter panel off with a plasma cutter. Once we remove it, we'll cover the back side with rust bullet, reinstall the quarter panel so that the rust does not come back through. That's basically about all there is to it.
Mama said hot rods is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Hello everybody, we're back once again at H&H Custom Hot Rods in Flippin, Arkansas. We're along with a gang from Rust Bullet, working on our 65 Mustang Fastback Rust Bullet project car, and we're going to catch up on the progress we've made so far. As you can see, we've replaced all the rotten floor pans with good sheet metal, prepped the underneath, gotten all the loose dirt and grime and everything off of it, and we're about to start coating it. So with that, we'll get to coating. Okay, yesterday we put our silver rust bullet on the bottom of the car and on the engine compartment. Today we're going to put a black sealer over the top of it. That's rust bullet's top coat. The gentleman that owns this car wanted the bottom of it to be black, so we're going to put that coat on now.